everyone, welcome back, and today we're going to talk about cleaning solutions and pest control solution sprays. So first things first, so I told you guys in another video that I make my own all-purpose cleaning solution, so I just wanted to get that taken care of real quick before I head into my plant spray. So I'll go ahead and draw the timeline of when I talk about the plant spray if you want to skip forward to that. So real quick, I always write down what I actually do in this bottle because I forget like crazy, and then I have to look for the recipe of what I actually make. So for my all-purpose cleaning spray, it is non-toxic, safe for pets, safe for children, safe, like I can spray this in my mouth and I'm not gonna die. That's how good it is. So what I usually do for this one is I do 3 tablespoons of vinegar. Oh, let me go get some measuring spoons and stuff, so I'll be right back. Okay. So I got my little measuring spoons, and guys, sorry about the light. I have my grow light on for my plants behind me, so it's like really purple back there, but if it gets in the way, especially showing you the color of the plant and stuff on this one that you can't see because of the light, I'll go ahead and turn it off. So we're gonna go ahead and take this little bad boy out. I already have some in here, but I'm just gonna go ahead and add on to it because I use this and the husband uses this like crazy. So we're gonna go ahead and get our just white distilled vinegar is fine. Any kind of vinegar. If you use apple vinegar, that's fine too. I just personally don't like the smell of the apple cider vinegar, so I just go ahead and do regular white vinegar. Got half a teaspoon of washing soda. And this washing soda, I don't know if you guys ever heard of it or not, but it's actually in the laundry detergent aisle. So I'll go ahead and link everything down that I use below anyway, so you guys can get a hold of whatever you need. And it's really inexpensive. I think it's like $2 for a big old thing of it. Guys, be careful. This does fizz up with the white vinegar. Next, we're gonna do half a teaspoon of castile soap. I actually carry this around the whole house with me. I use all kinds of different flavors and scents, I guess, instead of flavors, but this one's just a baby unscented one, just so I can mix my essential oils with them. Now, like I said, this is very versatile. I use this for pretty much everything except dish soap. I use something else for dish soap. But for cleaning supplies and extra little tough to get things, this is what I use. And then I also put hot water all the way to the top, but we're also gonna add in an essential oil. And today we're gonna use lemongrass, just because it smells so good when I spray this around the house. It's like its own little Febreze too. I usually do about 10 to 15 drops. This one's a little stronger than most, so I usually do about, on the lesser side, it's about 10. So we're gonna do, I think that was 10, I don't even know. Okay, let me fill this up with hot water and I'll be right back. Okay, so we got that filled up, and then I usually give it a good shake to get everything in there situated. And we're all set. That's all you need. No harsh chemicals or anything. Like I said, I can spray this in my mouth and I'd be fine. So I already had half of it filled up to begin with before I started adding everything else. So usually I double up the ingredients to go ahead and fill up the whole bottle. All right, guys. So now we're gonna go ahead and go to our plant spray, which is gonna be our pest detergent spray. And it's mostly gonna focus on gnats and spider mites, I think, is for the most part. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the infamous but yet well needed neem oil. So I've had this for a while, so we're gonna go ahead and give it a good shake, but this actually does tell you that it prevents aphids, mites, and scale. And it does do a few other things. I know I was reading, it does say it controls fungal diseases including black spot, mildew, rust, and scab. Kills mites, insects including white flies, aphids, and scales. And it does control the gnats that I've been seeing too. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on this little dude. So I usually just use these Home Depot spray bottles, but you can really use any spray bottle as long as you can spray it. So this was a 32 ounce, and so we're gonna go ahead and open this bad boy up. If you have some that you don't use, you can use it for this. Just make sure it's cleaned out because you don't want anything that was harsh in this before to be touching any of your plants. So we're almost gonna use the exact same ingredients we used for our house spray, except this time we're gonna add the neem oil. Neem oil, cast iron soap. This is very useful all around the house, so I do suggest buying, well, you can buy a little one if you don't really use it, but it's very versatile to use around the whole house. And for our essential oil, for this one, we're gonna use tea tree. And water. So we're gonna go ahead and give this a good shake. So we got 1 quart, 32 fluid ounces in our spray bottle. So we're supposed to do half a tablespoon for this whole thing. Now I don't fill it up all the way, so we're gonna do a little bit less. Half a tablespoon. I don't have half a tablespoon. We're gonna use a teaspoon. Okay, that like really sticks to the spoon, so I'm gonna rinse that out. We're gonna do the same thing of cast iron soap. Actually, we're gonna do half a teaspoon because I don't want that much in there. Now we add the soap to be able to mix the oil with the water that we're gonna put in. Also, you guys, before you use any other soap, like you can use any other soap, but before you do, I have been reading that some dish soaps actually burn the leaves of the plants. So if they're a little more on the sensitive side, you might want to stick with something that's a little more organic than non-organic. We're gonna do, we'll do 10 drops of the tea tree. The tea tree also does help deter some insects. That's where you're gonna use the tea tree instead of the lemongrass, and the lemongrass is just way too strong for this. So I'm gonna fill this up with water and I'll be right back. I did do warm water just to be able to mix everything together. Now you guys can do neem oil and just water by itself, but you do have to shake it up quite a bit to get that oil to kind of mix around, and you don't have to use the rest of it, but I mean, it doesn't hurt and it helps. All right, so we're all done. We're gonna go ahead and spray down this nice little philodendron we got at Lowe's, which I think I ended up figuring out it's a red emerald. Still not really sure. I don't think it's Prince of Orange because I haven't gotten any orange leaves. I think this one was like red. Let me turn off this light so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Maybe it is a Prince of Orange. I don't know. I haven't gotten any new leaves, so I guess we'll find out. But the stems are kind of reddish. That's what I've seen that the red emerald has, so whatever. I'm gonna soak all the leaves. Don't mind the smell. It's not the greatest. And I'm gonna spray the top of her soil so we don't get any gnats. Since I haven't converted this one yet, I haven't had time. We're gonna go ahead and let her dry, and I'm just gonna wipe down her leaves as well. And we also have this palm tree. Oh my gosh, okay. So we actually were down in, I don't know where we were, but we were down somewhere else, and we stopped by one of the Home Depots down there, and we went to the clearance section, which Home Depot usually doesn't have clearance plant sections. And we found this ponytail palm that was originally $20, and we got her for 70% off her original price, so she ended up being like $5. And look at all this new growth she has, so it actually looks really good, but her soil looks really disgusting, which I just noticed is infected with something. So we're gonna go ahead and spray it down and keep it away from everything else like I have been. It's kind of been sitting in the front of my house away from everybody else because I think she has spider mites or some kind of fungus growing in her soil. So we're gonna give her a good washing with this plant spray, and we're actually just gonna let her soak in it. Good it's gonna get. It's just gonna sit over there away from everything else because that is pretty gross. But we did get her for $5 and she is large. So we're gonna go ahead and try to get rid of all this. I should probably convert her to LECA in the next few days just because I noticed what she has down in here. So I'll go ahead and make a video of me transferring her into the LECA so you guys can see how this is going to go, because this is going to be a little different. Because she's a palm tree, she doesn't like that much water. She likes to dry out in between her watering, so her LECA routine is going to be a little different than, let's say, the red emerald or Prince of Orange or whatever philodendron that is. It's gonna be a little different. So I'll go ahead and show you guys how that's gonna work. But that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys have any questions, you guys know what to do. I'll see you guys all later. Bye.